That's a great shot.
No. Yeah, all 12. Yeah. Steal this and use it for all my backgrounds and social media, get copyright. And even Gabe, it's a good action shot of the band.
It
I'm going to try to
is.
describe it. Like, you have Gabe, I'm going to look at it closely. You got Gabe reaching forward with his right arm, and they're all playing right now. The horns, as are the drums, and Susan's singing, and Derek's plucking a note. Mike is singing too. Is like everyone is like engaged here. It's, you
Engaged.
know, and you got
Yeah.
all 12, and yeah, that is a good one right there. I mean, the fans are all perfect in silhouette. Oh, I have to talk during this show. That's a thing. I was just gonna admire this picture in silence
Yeah.
a little bit longer. Should I not be doing that? Let me zoom out so I can. There we go. This must have been the after party with Elizabeth and Ephraim. They are a stylish band too.
They're
I
so
have mentioned
cool.
that. I have mentioned that. And I have asked about Derek's shoes and his boots, because that's kind of like my vibe a little bit. Getting like, I could see like getting the boots. It's like getting comfortable boots that last a while, functional, like, but they got good footwear and style, like all of them. But and they're all individuals. They're not like me, like just five dudes who come out on the stage all dressed in black. Like, that's not their vibe, you know, whatever. They're all, you know, themselves. Good scarves. Just even the scarves are iconic too. Like some of the scarves in this band, Ephraim scarves, that's come up in conversations.
Yeah. That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, wow. Gabe in I guess the greenish yellowish spotlight, playing the keys here. I mean, I feel like this must have been like a moment for him or something like that, because they know. I've talked to photographers and whatnot. They all they take note of when the big moments happen in a show, during songs, so they could capture like when Gabe hits a solo or sings a big note in a song where they're going to express those emotions. That's interesting, that they have to pay attention, that others do have to pay attention to certain cues and things like that during a show. Whereas me, I'm just, enjoying. And I do take some notes, obviously now, like, especially when I'm going to talk about it, but they need to be like ready for things. That's a whole another vibe going to a show. It's interesting to think of everyone's like mental space and where they're at in a show, but we all kind of feel the same way afterwards. I feel like kind of like exhausted, but we had like this catharsis and this spiritual experience. And like, we went on this ride, and it's like, when's the next one?
Yeah.
Did I capture it? Did I capture what the feeling of like coming out of a show is like a little bit?
It's true. It's true. I saw them at the Ryman last year, and that was like the ultimate spiritual experience with them. That was wonderful.
It's not an accident that on my Instagram, I don't really share photos of venues except for two, the Ryman and Red Rocks. It's like, those are two on my bucket list, and also have been described by TTB fans in so many words, or the actual words, as like really spiritual places to be in, to see TTB shows. That's the ultimate, I feel like, indoor potential venue, and also like the outdoor nature-y venue. Like, God's coming. If God has a lot of shows to get to, but God is gonna be like, oh, TTB at the Ryman, I gotta see that, or like TTB at Red Rocks, oh, I'm seeing that. Like,
I would very much like to make the trip to Red Rocks for TTB.
Right.
My wife and I went out there for Dead and Company a few years ago, and it was just great time. Denver's a really fun town too,
People love the Beacon as well. Like, that's I'm not going to say that hasn't been
old mentioned. Theaters are always great. Yeah, the Warner in DC is also a great venue. I love that place. That's a really nice place to see a show.
You guys were both at the Saturday show, right?
Yep.
Don't Let Me Slide, Playing with My Emotions, and Ain't That Something, Where My Friends Tell the Truth, jumped in front of Where My Friends May Be Here. We'll get into that. Idlewind, State Trooper, another cover. Keep on Smiling. Oh, that was in the show. I didn't. and Dreams. We hear I hear the tail end of Dreams on the video of It Ain't Fair. We get a little. Oh, was that your video, Daniel?
Yeah, that was mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you
That
so
was
much.
so good.
Dude,
Yeah,
It Ain't Fair is gonna get 1 billion views. There you go. Look at you. I'm excited for that.
I wanted to
It'll be
continue.
me.
Yeah, it would have been too long to continue into Dreams, but
No,
Dreams
it's all
also
good.
was a fun one.
We appreciate it. Like that's gonna get 1 billion views and 1 million and change from me at least. Made Up Mind Just Won't Burn. I listened to a different version of Just Won't Burn earlier today. I Want More into Bex Bolero and Space Captain. The encore. I'll give you guys the floor. I'm already talking too much. Just
I really love Don't Let Me Slide. That's I mean everything off Revelator, but that's a song my wife really loves as well, and I was really happy to hear them open with that one.
It Ain't Fair for me was like I love that song, and Alicia she just crushed it. It was such a nice surprise, and then to roll into Dreams after it, I was like, stick a fork in me. This is wonderful. I'm done.
Yeah, you gotta It Ain't Fair and Dreams and Keep On Smiling, and the Wet Willie Allman Brothers, like real tribute to the southern style, and those bands, like a nice little block, like that. You can tell how they craft the sets, how Derek crafts the sets and things sometimes in like blocks like that, whether it's like a Derek and the Dominoes, block, or an Allman Brothers vibe. Like,
yeah,
you see the method to the madness